My dog does math. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. I first noticed it one day when I was sitting at the kitchen table, going over some bills. My dog Max was lying on the floor next to me, his head resting on his paws. As I was trying to figure out how much money I had left after paying all my bills, I heard a soft whimper coming from Max. I looked down at him and saw him staring at me with his big brown eyes. I couldn't help but smile at him. "What's wrong, boy?" I asked, reaching down to scratch behind his ears. Max let out a little bark and then nudged the calculator on the table with his nose. I chuckled. "You want to help me with my math, huh?" I said, amused by the idea. Max wagged his tail in response, his eyes bright with excitement. I decided to humor him and typed in a simple addition problem on the calculator. To my surprise, Max immediately pawed at the correct answer. I couldn't believe it. I tried another problem, this time a subtraction. Again, Max pawed at the correct answer. I was stunned. How was this possible? I decided to test him further, throwing in some multiplication and division problems. Each time, Max got the answer right. I was amazed. My dog was doing math. I couldn't wait to tell my friends and family about this incredible talent. But as I started to share the news, I realized that no one believed me. They thought I was making it up or exaggerating. I even tried to show them, but Max would only perform his math skills when we were alone. I started to doubt myself. Maybe I was imagining things. Maybe it was just a coincidence. But then one day I was watching a TV show about animals with special abilities. There was a segment about a dog who could do math. I couldn't believe it. It was like a sign from the universe confirming what I already knew. I decided to do some research on dogs and their cognitive abilities. I discovered that some dogs have an incredible sense of numbers and can perform basic math calculations. It was a rare talent, but not unheard of. I felt validated. Max was special, just like I always knew he was. I started to work with Max, teaching him more complex math problems. He picked up on them quickly, his tail wagging with each correct answer. I was so proud of him. I even started to record videos of Max doing math and posted them online. The response was overwhelming. People were amazed by his talent and wanted to know more about him. I was contacted by a local news station who wanted to do a story on Max. I agreed, eager to share his incredible abilities with the world. The segment aired on the evening news, and suddenly Max was a celebrity. People from all over the country were reaching out to me, wanting to meet Max and see his math skills in person. I was overwhelmed by the attention, but I was also grateful. Max had brought so much joy and wonder into my life, and now he was sharing that with others. I started to take him to schools and community events where he would perform his math tricks for the audience. The kids loved him, and so did the adults. But as Max's fame grew, so did the pressure. People started to expect more from him, wanting him to perform more complex calculations and tricks. I could see the stress starting to weigh on him. He would get anxious before performances, his tail tucked between his legs. I knew I had to do something. I decided to take a step back from the spotlight and focus on Max's well-being. I stopped booking so many appearances and instead spent more time with him at home, just the two of us. I could see the relief in his eyes, and I knew I had made the right decision. Now, Max and I spend our days doing math together just for fun. It's no longer about impressing others or gaining fame. It's about the bond we share and the joy we find in each other's company. My dog does math, and I couldn't be prouder of him. He may be a talented math whiz, but to me, he's just my best friend.